Hi, this is Jim from Keys Bartender. We're here at Blackwater Siren on the south side of Jewfish Creek, the home of delicious food and drink and gorgeous views of Blackwater Sound. I'm here with Bill Wissinger.
Hi, how y'all doing?
All right. It's a beautiful day here. It's a little windy. Bayside, though, it's
yeah, if you're tucked up against the shore, Bayside is gorgeous. You get offshore and you got 20, 25 knots out of the east. It's probably a little sporty out on the ocean.
I have my friends from Philly came in, and they're out with Captain Skip Bradeen, and they're look at that sucker. That sucker looks a little sorry, but but they're out there in 6 foot seas?
Yeah, probably 6 to 8.
Yeah, they didn't call me today,
with
so they're out there. They
with
went
the
out at 6.
Oh my God, rolling through.
Yeah. Oh shit, man, that's got to be rough as hell. But these friends, 4 friends of mine, we have Kevin O'Dare, Pat McGeehan, John McGeehan. Oh,
smoke a real cigar, damn it.
Okay, I think I'm going to light this up. We're going to say Kevin O'Dare, Pat McGeehan, John McGeehan, and Jim Golden came down from Philly yesterday. There's Luke come rolling in.
There's Luke.
There he is with T-Bone. And my buddies from Philly, they stopped in the catch with me. And had a couple drinks. Man, these guys were charming as hell. They just charmed the hell out of everyone, buying drinks back and forth. And
I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
Everybody having a good old time.
You know what? They're drinkers. They don't do a lot of shots. They just drink.
Yep.
And you know what's funny? My buddy Kevin O'Dare, he did the same. He had a couple beers, and then he asked for a wine, and he went back to beer.
There you go.
Well, you know how I do wine sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
Like that. And then my buddy Pat was drinking, he was drinking Deep Eddy's sweet tea vodka, and John and the other guy's drinking like Miller Lite and Coors Light. Yeah, and then that's them, and they come in and they're eating fish, and they're just. I guess one of these things, this is what I miss about living up north, coming down and seeing a place with new eyes.
Yep.
And I spoke about this several times. There's nothing like, and you could speak to this too, there's nothing like coming back here and looking at a place with new eyes, wherever you're going to go. Wait. You went on vacation.
South Georgia doesn't look bad if you go back and visit.
Uh-huh.
There you go. You got that lighter going now. Handing Jim fancy lighters. He's not sure what to do with them.
Yeah, Bill just gave me a nice cigar. Yeah, there's nothing like getting. We're right down here. It's in the low 80s. There's a guy looking across at Gilbert's. There's somebody swimming off the beach there.
Well, yeah, okay. I guess
there was someone on the beach.
I guess it might be warm enough to get in the water now.
You know, it's funny. Yeah, there's a. Well, you're kind of a northerner, too. What are you talking about?
I've lived down
here. It's been warm down there.
Enough.
See that guy right there?
Yeah, I see him.
Right there. Yeah, the water's warm as hell, especially Bayside.
Give me that
you
damn
have no
thing,
problem.
Jim.
Right?
Give me that damn cigar.
Oh, here. You want to light that up? Oh. Here. I don't want to bug Bill. He's kind enough to give me a cigar. But, I mean, there's nothing like it. You're down here. This is off-season now. Mother's Day, we'll get a little peak, and then about a week or so later, we're going to have the end of school year.
Well, you know, I was going to say until I realized I didn't have a mic in my hand. Off season is no longer off season.
Well, we had a discussion with the advent of online pricing and all that, and people can actually see a tangible difference between. Oh well, if I come down here in March,
I can get a hotel room for $50.
Well, no, if you come down here in March, it's like $300. If I come down here now, it's 1/3 the price. And you go, oh, what the hell? And you know what? Right now, with the temperatures and all that stuff, it's not that. It's actually we've been having a really good spate of weather.
It's been gorgeous.
It's dry.
I keep thinking that every day that I'm sitting out on my porch and it's nice and it's comfortable, I'm thinking, oh, this is the last one before the heat sets in. I'm going to be miserable.
Yeah, I remember last couple, the years and stuff like that. In May, it was just like the heat would set in, and there you are. And here we are sitting outside, and it's beautiful.
It is. It's gorgeous. And, man, it was almost chilly this morning.
I know it was beautiful.
It was almost chilly this morning. I was up early
coffee
this
again. I mean, we're getting nice weather up north too. I think it's going to be actually 55 in the morning up in Philly and 75 in midday. Gorgeous weather up there.
I talked to my wife today. She's out in California.
I saw
she's freezing her ass off.
I saw the you know that caravan they talked about coming up from the. I saw that thing in Tijuana. They're wearing winter coats in Tijuana.
Yeah, dude, it's in the.
How fucked up is that?
It's in the 50s at night. Actually, it's probably colder.
No,
than
but
that.
it's at daytime.
Oh yeah,
they're wearing these. Look at Luke, man. He just fucking. Luke's here. Luke is here. I'm gonna say hi. I'm Luke. Do a Luke impression. How y'all doing? He just. I don't know if he doesn't know that we're on the air or not, or probably doesn't.
He knows.
Yeah, he'll kind of roll in there with T-Bone and stuff like that. He's had a charmed week, hasn't he?
Probably.
He had his birthday, and you guys didn't get in trouble at all.
Yes, we got fucking. Of course, we got.
You know what? Kim didn't make a big deal about it when I saw her.
She bitched at me.
She did?
Oh yeah.
I remember that night. So last Tuesday, we're here, and it's funny. I just hung out, and I was having a couple drinks, and I think Luke just came up with the game plan because you're going to be driving us to.
Yeah, we did that, and then luckily,
where'd you go? Wait, let's do a recap. Let's do a recap. We do a show. It's Luke's birthday. We hang out. We have a friend Jen that shows up. We're talking to her, having a good time. Someone else is there too.
Oh, I'm sure there were a couple other people over on the other side of the bar.
We're talking to Jerlyn too. It's Luke's birthday. We're here, and then all of a sudden they said we're going to go to Shipwrecks. You're going to drive us around and do this. And at the time, I'm thinking, I'm looking at my clock, and I'm already like 20 minutes late for being home. I go, oh, fuck, I got to get home. And then all of a sudden they go, no way. I could see, boy, that would have been great. I mean, driving you around.
Well, luckily my wife showed up just about the time you left.
Yes.
And she ended up carting us around.
And that's where you pick up the story.
Yeah.
So I leave here. And what happens? Tell me what happens here. How long you stay here?
We stayed here for a while. Then we go bar hopping a little bit. We hit 2 or 3 different bars. And Luke decides while his wife is still working, rather than telling Sandy that he wants a ride home, he calls his wife and says, hey, come pick me up.
We're recapping your birthday night. Okay. Oh, I heard about that. Kim told me you called him and said you were at the Caribbean Club. And Kim went, left work.
Yeah, except he was sitting at the Chill.
Yeah, you were sitting. He was sitting at CJ's.
Oh, was he at CJ's? Because we were like 2 bars down. No, I think he was still at the Chill.
No,
you
said you're at the Chill. Well, wherever the place he called her, he was at the next place.
Yeah, well.
That was good, Luke. Come on, pick up the mic, man. You're all right. You're not in the doghouse, man. She was kind of smiling about it. You've done worse.
Oh, man. You
didn't hide the TV, I heard.
No. At least I left the TV alone.
Yeah. No, she only chewed my ass a little bit Friday night.
Okay, so
she likes chewing my ass.
You kind of like did a yada yada. That's yada 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 yada. And I ended up there. So we're here. You're here for a little while longer. Were you talking to? Oh, you can't. I don't want to indemnify you.
I don't remember
talk to any young
fucking
ladies,
thing, man. I have no idea.
Oh yeah, we were at ladies' night. Luke and I hardly ever go to the Chill to drink socially. And
we're kind of local celebrities, so all the girls know you.
Well, yeah, but we walk in and it was just a shit show. It was fun.
What was there? There were a lot of girls there?
Yeah, well, it was ladies' night. Ladies
there were a
drink
lot of girls?
Yeah, there were a lot of. And of course, we know them all.
Yeah, no, I know. And there's some girls that they go, oh, look at these guys. Everyone knows them and stuff. They must be all right.
Look at these drunk assholes.
No. Well, I mean, I think of the way the association I put to it. These guys are well known here.
No, they can't even tell us apart, man. Fuck.
You know, from the first...
I'm setting up at Shipwrecks on Saturday, and the little girl is working there. Oh, you were here last night, blah, blah, blah. I was like...
Oh, the little Oriental-looking girl?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? From the I know. I don't get how they confuse you guys.
Oriental girls. We all look the same to them.
Young Oriental girl.
I don't,
She's a cutie, too.
Yeah.
Actually, all of the girls that work up Shipwrecks are cuties.
Oh, wow.
I think she has the least amount of ink on her, though.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Oh, tattoos.
That's one of the qualifications for working a shipwreck. You got to have a lot of ink.
They got some really interesting tats.
Do you have?
I have 0 tattoos.
No, 0. Both of us are immune to ink.
All I have is fucking scars.
Yeah, that's a weird thing. That's the one thing we all have in common, right?
Yep.
Because tattoos were big in Philly too.
Yeah, no.
And
Well,
I mean,
But in our generation, man, they were still looked down upon, man.
Yeah, no, it's not even that. I was in the
no,
Navy.
that wasn't for me either.
Yeah,
I mean, after I got out of the Navy, it's no big deal.
That,
Oh,
I was-
man, my
then I was
mom,
commercial
man.
diver, and you
yeah,
know.
they did the Celtic bands.
No,
Yeah,
Baptist,
shit like that.
man, you couldn't get.
Oh, that's almost like a
tattoo,
Jewish
man. Yeah,
person.
yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't once you.
Yeah.
You defiled your fucking
your
temple,
body.
man.
Yeah,
Can't fuck with the temple, man.
yeah. You know what?
My temple, man.
I mean,
has
there's
been a
so many.
fucked
I
up
wonder
temple
how
for a
many
long time.
vindictive tattoos there are out there.
Yeah, my temple's falling down.
No,
right
but I
now.
mean, just think about it. Someone gets real drunk and they want to get a tattoo, and they pass out, and you go, "Hey,
you know, most guys actually won't do that.
Most legitimate
Oh, you mean a tattoo
artists?
artist?
Yeah,
Tattoo artist, most
if you're
of
too drunk, they'll tell you, you
Nah,
got to come
you
back
gotta
when
come
you're
back.
sober. Because another thing about being too drunk, you bleed a lot
liability
more,
too." Yeah. Oh, it thins out your
Blood,
blood.
yeah.
Yeah.
and stuff.
No, but I'm just thinking about like you could
Fucking
you know-
A, I paid fucking rent yesterday, man. Fucking A, and this is May 1st. God damn it.
There
that
you
good?
go.
Yeah, man, that's 2 months in a row now I've been on fucking time.
There you
man.
go.
You know, it's a thing down here that I mean, and you know what? We're going to be rolling to the summer, which we were just
this
briefly
week is
discussing.
dead, man.
Yeah, it is. It is dead, but you know, we do need to have a little. It's nice to have a little respite, right?
Dude, I need a break. I did fucking 8 last week.
Oh, speaking of which, man.
Do I need to cover something?
Yeah, can you do Saturday for me? Because I'm double booked.
Yeah, we're making
Yeah, we
deals.
could probably do that. I'll get on the horn with Cody and double check, but I'm sure we can do that. Mike and I'll cover it if nothing else.
That'd be
Okay,
nice.
You're covered.
Where is it going to be?
Shipwrecks.
Yeah, and then I got to play over at.
You know, we got to get to Shipwrecks. I think there's another
Gilbert's.
place someone wants to get us to. I think we're probably. I got to find a time. We should do a special show from Sharky's
Yeah.
on a night we're all off,
Yeah. Okay. Monday.
or early enough, or how about early enough where we have a break? We could do like an afternoon show or something like
Okay.
that. Or when are you down in that area? When are you down in that area?
That's
I'm
6
good.
miles from
Like
here. We're
Tuesday-
always down in that area.
No. What I'm saying is when you're doing a job,
I'm there every-
I'm Tuesday,
I'm there every
Wednesday, and
Saturday.
Thursday.
I'm
Now
there on
Tuesdays, let's say
Thursday.
we're here. Thursday.
Yeah, Thursdays I could do, but we'd have to do it early because I got
What
to be
time?
back.
Well,
over
yeah,
to
we can do
catch.
early.
Okay, yeah. If we do,
We can
it-
do 3.
Yeah, if we do 3:30, I can do
We
one
can
down
do
there.
3:00. What do you think, bud?
Sure.
Yeah, because then all he's got to do is set up and play.
We'll do an early show, and then
And
I
I've
think I
got
might. I think
the easy
Sean.
setup, man.
Sean's there. Bartends Thursday night. Yeah, Sean told me
Yeah, I think Shauner's there on Thursday.
Thursday night. Yeah, he
and he's
told
there
me.
on my Sundays, too.
Is
me
he
and
back?
Shauner. Yeah.
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Sean. So what I'm going to do is, I spoke to him. Yeah. No, I spoke to him yesterday. So maybe we'll do one, and then I'll do. We'll do this way we get her. And listen, I want whoever's listening to know that we're going to try to get our episodes up, and we're going to try to get this thing where we're talking. I want to talk to a bartender too.
There you go.
It's Keys bartender, but you know what? You guys hanging up in the bars that
well,
you drinking
hell,
up. You're
when
Keys
fucking-
bartender.
When Phil gets
You're-
here, we'll get Jim on. That'll be a shit show.
What?
We'll get Jim.
Oh shit!
We'll talk to Jim. We'll get
There's
him
the
started.
other Jim. Do you know they used to call us different gyms, right? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
What was that called?
Oh.
I think they just
Was
called
I
you
tall, Jim?
James.
No, yeah. I thought you were James.
Really? That's sexy, man. When a girl calls me James.
I thought you were James and he was Jim.
Okay. I thought they called me Nice Jim.
Well, it could have been.
that
I
could
thought
have
they
been,
called me
too.
Nice Jim.
I thought it was James and Jim.
Yeah. I don't mind that. I told you I worked with my dad for a year, and they called because we had the same exact name. Same exact name, except he was a junior, I was a third, but actually he was a senior, right? Because his father passed away. You can't keep the junior. For some reason, a junior can't remain when the senior passed away. So
Okay.
it's senior and a third. My father's a senior now.
Well,
but
that's
they
that's
call
how-
me Pete. They call me Pete.
There you go.
My middle name. And fuck, man, someone call me the whole time, and it'd say Pete. I'm like, what?
What? Huh?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't. You could do that for a month.
Well, you know that junior thing makes sense because that's how my naming conventions go. If you're younger than 30 and I don't know your name, you're junior. If you're older than 30 and I don't know your name, you're chief.
Yeah.
Or if you look like
Dude,
you're
you
fishing
say
guy,
chief?
if you look like a
My
fishing
dad was.
guy,
It's funny
you're
that
captain.
because my dad was all those things.
Yeah,
He was a chief in the Navy.
yeah.
He was a junior.
Yeah.
And now he's a senior.
If you're contemporary to me, you're either
Yeah.
chief or captain.
Yeah. Well, but my wife calls me a daddy's boy because I love my dad. I do love my dad. I love my mom. But my dad's the
Yeah, no, I'm not quite there.
I am. My dad's the guy. I mean, I swear to God, he's always looked out for me.
I might have some issues there.
I'm not trying to make a point of that, but I did. My dad,
Like mine's
he always had my back.
mine's still in the federal pen.
Okay. My dad always had my back, and he's the. I don't mind ceding the number one Jim Horan spot to him.
Yeah, no, I can.
Well, everyone has someone. Like you have someone, you have an uncle, you have a friend, you have a person that, and Luke, you too, right?
My dad was pretty cool.
No, but you have somebody that you know.
He was the one that finally stood up and said, "Look, the boy don't want to go to church. He ain't got to go to church."
That's
There
nice.
you go.
Yep. You know what?
And I said, "Cool." And we sat home and we watched Austin City Limits that night. And my brother
Oh
Sam,
wait, Austin City Limits. Was that on PBS?
yeah, and that night it was
Holy
Stevie
shit.
Ray Vaughan, all because I didn't want to go to fucking church.
There you
man.
go.
That was
Where
the first time
where
we
was
ever
this? Where
heard
were you
of him.
where were you living?
In Tight-Assville.
And you were listening to PBS.
Yeah, as we only got one or two stations up there.
No, but that's kind of fucking amazing that you had that. You know, people say, "What is the public broadcasting system
Hell.
brought to America?" It brought culture. Because that's American culture. Austin City
man.
Limits, there's some great music came
Hell,
fucking out of there.
I'm still a huge fan of Lawrence Welk, man. I used to love watching the Lawrence Welk
Oh
show.
man, my
Is
mom.
it still around?
My mom
We-
watches it
we
every
were on
chance.
That
she
is that
gets.
is Americana. You're right. That is a blend of Nordic, Polish, and all that's Central European music. Here you go.
Oh, we're
There's our
coming to
friends
say
from
hi.
Jersey coming in. You don't have to be quiet. What are
No,
you
you
coming
can
up? Oh, is it the cigar? Cigar smoke?
No, she's loving T-Bone.
No, she went like this. I was going. I thought it was the
no,
smoke.
I think she was trying to be quiet. No,
Oh, you don't
can
have to
make-
be quiet
you can
up
make
here.
All the noise you
You
want.
can yell as much as you want, Doug.
There you go.
Doug's our pilot. Nerves of steel. I know you do.
There
You know
go.
what? I swear to God, if I ever had anybody to drive me home, it'd be Dougie. You know that?
There you go.
I know you'd be able to handle it. Doug, I'm sorry. But I really have a lot of faith in that. I know that. I know. Yeah, I saw a guy, a pilot, land up at Fort Lauderdale, and I just trust commercial pilots. I really the low level fatalities in commercial. I mean, I think it was the longest time in the U.S. that a commercial fatality has occurred here. It's amazing. It's amazing for the number of people that flew over the miles. It is astronomically. It's so much. I have to say, so much lower than the miles driven.
So what's with them tired engines on the 737s?
You're right. You're 100% correct. No, but I mean, I'm going to tell you, bad things happen. It's just a law of averages.
Well, the
sometimes.
ones that they're talking about, I forgot how many. I mean, it's like you wouldn't believe how many. It's like 100,000 hours on the engines. You know, I mean, just incredible.
I think you're talking about that flight
one
that detoured to Philadelphia after New York like several weeks ago, and the engine
And it sucked the woman out.
malfunction, and part of the turbine, or not turbine,
it was a
the
turbine,
blades, when turbine
yeah.
blades
It
went through the
fatigued.
fatigue, blew out and hit the window. I mean, it's just a law of averages right there. I hate to say that. Perfection. Where are we ever going to be at a time where everything's perfect? But I'll tell you, if you're traveling, if you traveled the same amount of distance here and there, the same amount of times, it's
In a car, you'd
amazing
be dead.
the low level casualties that occur. Because we have, have you ever, and we spoke about this book before, Freakonomics, when something occurs out of the ordinary, there's an inordinate amount of focus that occurs. And people see a shark attack. Let's say someone's out there right now, a shark attacks. But millions of people are in that water. And the sharks are in the water all the time, too. It's not amazing that someone got attacked. It's amazing that so many people don't get killed. That's the way it is. Now, on the roads, it's the opposite. It's amazing how many people come. Well, but on Route 1, right, Doug? On Route 1, how many deaths do we hear? And every time you hear a siren going, you're thinking,
This year
what
has
happened?
been an inordinate amount of traffic crashes. I mean, multiple crashes.
Yeah, a couple months ago, there were two.
fatal.
There were the Spanish girls. There were college students,
from
four of them.
Spain or whatever.
From Spain, they were down in Isla Morada.
And they got
were in the
rear-ended
middle of the
and
road. They got
shoved
rear-ended,
in.
shoved into ongoing traffic, and they got hammered by
Killed
a
them.
RV.
Yeah, killed them.
And someone passed on this knowledge to my wife. She said, when you're in the middle, don't turn your wheels toward traffic. Keep it straight, because if you get hit, you'll go straight. Yes, it does. Who knows? Yes. Thanks, Doug. We're gonna. You know what? And if you do, coming down to Florida is one of the safest things you can do. You know, flying, driving to your supermarket. One of the most dangerous things you could do.
Well, safer now. I just fixed my shift selector.
What?
Fixed my shift selector.
I'm going to let you guys handle this. Let's talk. Let you guys.
Actually,
why don't I
man,
give you
for
a
me-
subject right now to talk about your music selection? Okay, I'm going to leave it.
Okay.
Remember Mike Myers Coffee Talk?
Yeah.
Talk amongst yourselves.
I don't remember that show.
I don't know. Well, traditionally you do what appeals to the crowd down here. Southern Rock's always been real popular. Luke heads a little more towards Southern Rock. I head a little towards more old country, but we got a lot of crossover stuff. Every once in a while he'll throw rock and roll at me, and I look at him and go, "Really? You're doing Pink Floyd?" I bet I can turn this into a bluegrass song.
Well, I do a little bit of everything, except for I don't do any Jimmy Buffett.
I still got to burn you that CD. There's like 20 Buffett songs that are really good from his first few albums. He used to call it Gulf and Western. It's basically country music about the Gulf Coast, and it's actually really good. Nobody ever plays the shit you'd never know was Buffett, but it's actually pretty good. Yeah, there's still the 9 songs that we all hate.
Oh man,
Can you play Margaritaville? No, but I can play Marijuanaville.
I've forgotten that one too. Only because I just got so wore out on it.
There you go. Yeah, no, I'll have to sing Marijuanaville every once in a while because I'll get the drunk chick that just won't leave it alone. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, look at T-Bone.
T-Bone's getting some love.
Oh, he's a
licker.
beautiful dog. I don't mind getting licked by a dog.
Pardon me, I meant
Oh,
to
there you
puke.
go.
There you go.
That was Luke.
I meant to
All,
puke.
yeah, all my cats are very unhappy with me because it's the first month and they all got their little flea drops.
Oh wow.
And it's, I'm putting 6 drops on the back of their neck, and it's like I'm murdering a couple of them.
Oh yeah.
You know,
man.
when down here, especially because we're subtropical, we got that. You have the pest issues and stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure that fleas and ticks are big up north and stuff like that, but there's something about vermin down here where we get it crazy, man. We just got the tegu lizards and all that stuff all around. But let me rest assured, we're down here. You're not going to be bothered too much down here. I mean, you may see a
the
lizard.
occasional mosquito swarm will come and carry your ass away.
I watched some tourists freaking out about all the little curly-tailed lizards that were at Sharky's. They come walking in front of the oh my God, it's a shark!
They're lizards.
They're not going to come and do anything. You got little black racers that come out, snakes. They're just out there.
You know why your power went off?
Yeah.
You know why your power went off?
Oh, did it hit the power? It hit the line?
No, it was 7-foot corn snake. Climbed up the pole up here.
Mike?
That's everybody's power went off Thursday night.
Oh, that was it?
That was it. A 7-foot corn snake got up in the substation up here.
Wow, went out with a blaze of glory,
Oh,
huh?
yes, he-
That'd be,
man.
he should be playing that goddamn Bon Jovi song.
He got
You know that? Blaze of glory.
he killed the power all the way down to Tavernier on the Bayside.
That is the. You know what? If you're a little critter,
Wow,
that's
one
the way to
snake,
go out,
man.
isn't it?
That must have been a thick corn snake, man, to not just get disintegrated like,
Hey, Luke, you want to see a thick
like
corn
a
snake?
fuse.
Want to see a thick corn snake?
I've
We
seen
take a
plenty in
look
West
at his
Virginia.
enormous penis, and everything's going my way.
What are we looking at right now?
Oh, we're about 27 minutes.
Oh Christ,
We
we
got-
got
we got
plenty of time.
tons of time.
We got some people kayaking out right here. It's so amazing right now. If you were down here right now, you'd have the run of the fucking town.
Pretty much.
Hey, listen. We're not gonna
mean,
we're not gonna
it's-
bullshit you guys.
it's a
There
little
are
overcast,
literally
but it's
there are
nice
literally
and cute.
3 people at the bar. My friend over there, Frank, and we got 2 people kayaking over here. You get the keys to yourself. You'd be in the middle of Blackwater Sound. There's a couple kayaking.
You could go out to Dog Beach and there wouldn't be nobody out there but
Nobody,
you.
man.
Except a bunch of dog shit.
Nah, most of us that take our dogs
Yeah.
are smart enough
Do
to
they?
pick
Take
it up.
bags. Most
Do
people
they?
take bags.
Okay.
Everybody that lives down here takes bags.
Yeah. Yeah, it's only when we get
People, I see
invaded
people
from
walk
the
their
diaper
little-
leaving.
They think because you have a tiny
assholes
dog,
up north.
Yeah, you get to Miami crowd.
tiny
they'll,
dog, come
they'll
down here
clog
and they
it
don't
up.
have it. I have a tiny dog. I take a bag all the time, man. I tie it to the leash.
Hey, man, there's people that leave fucking goddamn dirty ass baby diapers hanging in the
Oh,
fucking mangroves
I
and
hate
shit,
that.
man. There's some just nasty bastards that come down here and foul our fucking.
Well, let's not. Wait, okay.
No, I'm just saying in general. When you go in the
I
woods,
guess we want to
bring
be real.
everything out plus
We want to
something.
be real.
If you come down here,
when you
don't
come down here,
pollute.
respect the environment. Don't
It's all a bird
overfish.
sanctuary.
Take what you're going to eat. Don't trash the place because we wouldn't want. I mean, we wouldn't want to go to where you're from and do the same thing. If you're from Tulsa, we don't want to go and throw our.
Yeah.
What beer do they drink there? Lone Star.
Oh, Falstaff.
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 I know Lone Star is actually Texas. I really pissed
Yep.
off.
Yep.
Or
Luckily, we don't
Wisconsin.
have anybody from Oklahoma right now,
Oklahoma.
where the wind comes whipping down the plain.
Oklahoma.
Well-
Have an old girlfriend from Oklahoma. She used to hate that because every time she said Oklahoma, I had to sing Oklahoma.
Oh, I
She-
got something to talk
She
to you
just
about.
reach over and smack. Stop that.
I was listening to this talk from. It's going to sound boring in the beginning, but you're going to understand where I'm coming from. It's called the Drake equation.
I know the Drake.
Oh, you know the
equation.
Drake?
Yeah.
Okay, it's about the amount of intelligent life in the universe. And what they do is they pick out the number of suns in the universe, and then you subtract the sun, the stars that don't have planets around it, and then they take out the amount of stars that don't have planets in the habitable zone in between. So the certain distance for that type of star where the temperature would be equitable to the development of life. And then they go over the possibility of intelligent life developing. Now, how it's applied is that these Harvard physicists were wondering one day, they used the Drake equation to wonder why none of them had girlfriends. And they applied it to Boston. And with Boston, listen to this, 600,000 population, started with a base population 600,000. Subtract males. Because not that they
Roughly
were
equal.
all
Call it 300.
300,000, and then subtract the 10-year variance of age it would be, and they came down to a number of 100,000. And then they
How about
had,
lesbians? Did they? How many? Did
Well,
they,
no, wait,
did
they had to do-
compensate for the lesbians?
They did. They compensated for the lesbians.
They keep on doing this. They just boiled down. They boiled down to a number of 6,000
Yep.
out of 600,000. 6,000, city the size of Boston.
Right. There's
6,000
women.
sounds like a lot. Sounds tons.
Until
But
you
don't-
tell them that you're a physicist at Harvard.
Wait a second. Some may not be attracted by that.
I'm thinking
Some may. No, some may. Some, someone coming. Because the guy has a Corvette. The girl that's attracted to jumping in a Corvette will. I had a gold, rust-covered Malibu wagon. I have a gold, non-rust covered Malibu hatchback now. But back then when I was single, and I had girls in there, and I had got action inside that. I did.
That's why we call ours the Pie Wagon, man. We had a Malibu Classic '77.
No, I mean, it's just
No, that was my.
it's not always a function
What
of
was
what
that,
you
a
have and what you do.
It was a '67 Vista Cruiser.
Yeah, it's more who you are.
That thing saw more ass than a toilet seat.
But this Drake equation, you're thinking, well, 6,000 available women that they might find attractive in the city the size of Boston makes it like a low percentage. Imagine if you're going deer hunting and there's 20 deer in a 20,000 acre woods, right? What are the chances of getting a deer? What are the chances of getting any deer?
If you got good wood skills, good.
Maybe
That's not going to be a really because you can twist you can really pull the odds on that one.
No, but what I'm saying is they use that Drake equation to realize that holy shit, it's amazing that people are hooking up.
Yeah. Well, no, it's kind of like fishing down here.
Okay, let's go that number.
95% of all fish down here are caught by the same 5% of fishermen.
They got the right spots.
It's the right spots, the right tides, the right equipment, how things flow. Same thing. I did fishing charters for years, and I get people come down. Hey, if I go up to where are you from? Oh, yeah, we're from this lake. So if I go up to this lake and I just show up on the shore and start plunking stuff in, am I going to catch fish? They're like, hell no. And I'm like, and when you come down here and start plunking stuff in from shore, you going to catch fish? They're like, oh.
Well, harken back to the time I came back here in 2007, and there's 6,000 people year-round here. And you get a boost in seasonal and all that stuff. But let's start with a base of 6,000. That means 3,000, and I say my variance is 10-year too. And but I actually worked a little lower. I was able to go a little lower to that.
Well,
because I took care of myself. I got about 4 or 5 years lower.
That's why you gotta love the
I didn't
girls
go
that
much
put
higher. I
out.
didn't go higher,
you
but
go.
I could have went higher. But I went. I was 44 and did that. That means if you went to 3,000 and the women you found attractive, and like maybe 500, and you could have, and the women that were available, it could have ended up being 50 that were available.
Well, if you roll through the crib about 2 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday night, there's at least 20.
No, I've been there. I've been there.
I don't know if you'll think they're attractive.
I didn't think they were attractive. It depended on how much I was drinking.
All you need is a chum bag, man, and you're going to score.
What is it? What's that old joke? Key Largo 9? You know what a Key Largo 9 is, right?
It's a 3 Karen and 6-pack.
No, 3 kids, 3 teeth, 3 tattoos.
Oh. Yeah, that doesn't reach the level of 2 for me. But I understand where
Yeah,
you're
but
coming
at
from.
3 o'clock in the morning, man,
No way, man.
that's a factor 12, man.
I
There
know.
you
I
go.
learned my lesson long ago in Philadelphia.
I had my. This is probably 10
Oh,
years.
there goes Towboat.
Oh, and there goes Mark. This is probably 10, 12 years ago. I had my nephew down. He was actually had to be about 8 years ago because he's just in his early 20s now, and he was 16 at the time. And I drug him into the Caribbean Club, proceeded to get him hammered, and we had a good old time. But I had to go save him from the big old girl who'd basically thrown him over her shoulder and was taking him home. I'm like,
really?
Whoa.
Did she physically throw?
Oh, yeah. He's like, I'm like, whoa, bring him back.
Wow.
My sister going to beat the shit out of me if I let him get out of my sight. You can't go there.
That's like a Black Snake Moan situation. You'd be chained out back.
Oh, yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
Oh. Wow, Luke. Imagine that. So I'm going to take you back. And look, with it, Eddie.
Man,
with that in,
I've been a victim of that, man. I have had to hide and crawl under shit and under buses and vans.
Oh, dude. We were playing at the Catch, what was that, 2 months ago?
I had to get covered over in bags so they could get, because these fucking chicks were stalking the shit out of me.
When did you cover for Cody at the Catch? That was last month.
Yeah.
Dude, we had these 2 chicks. Oh, my God. Mike
they
was
after?
laughing. Me and Luke. Mike was dying. He thought it was the funniest damn thing ever. We keep trying to throw Mikey under the bus, and they just keep on to talk to two of us. It was funny as hell. I'm like, oh God, hide me, please.
Okay. You know what? I buy it, but I don't buy the idea that you want to tell your significant other that you have.
I laughed like hell. I got home.
You know
and
what?
I told her, it's
you know what
man.
I tell I say there was never a time where women are interested in me.
Oh man, see, my
That's
wife
what I say.
knows that's
It's
bullshit.
my line thing.
She-
I know
she-
it's bullshit.
My
She
lady
watches
knows
us
it,
sit there
man.
and
You
carry on
can't.
and flirt and just
Yeah.
be general musicians up on stage.
Well, no,
and doing that.
I what I do is if you're not lying, if you're oblivious to the pickup, right? If you're not aware that someone's trying to pick you up,
Okay.
Plausible
That's a
deniability.
good segue into this story.
Plausible deniability.
So
It's
we're
always
sitting
good.
there, we're half in the bag at a bar, and I'm doing karaoke. This one guy comes over and goes, "Hey, you want to do? You've been doing old country stuff?" And you know, I was in the bag because I was doing
Yep.
karaoke, and I usually never do karaoke. He's going, "You've been doing old country stuff. Can you do Seven Spanish Angels, old Willie Nelson and Ray Charles song?" Well,
Seven
great song.
Spanish Angels.
Seven Spanish Angels. Look it up. I said, "Hell yeah, I could do that." And I get up there. I have no idea at the time, but my wife has already she's got the camera out and ready because this guy plants a big old kiss on me afterwards.
Oh, the guy did.
And she is laughing like hell. She was just dying, going, "He's been flirting with you all night." I'm like, "Huh?"
Well,
What?
that's pretty good. That's
I'm
a
like,
great
"Huh?
story.
What?" And of course, you know, he did that. And I immediately pulled back and I was ready to punch him in the teeth. And Sandy comes up, "No, don't do it." But
Hey.
no, she's been waiting for this. She got the camera out right in front.
When
going, "Hey."
a guy shows that, oh, this big fucking fish just jumped out of the water right there. That was amazing. That was amazing.
What?
He just jumped up like 2 feet in the air.
Tarpon or a mullet? Probably a mullet.
I have
About
no
a foot
idea.
long.
It was. It's being chased, obviously.
Yeah, no.
It's probably
Not
mullet.
probably
If it
mullet.
looked like it was running fast,
Yep.
the tarpon, man, they roll more than anything.
Yeah, over here a couple times when I used to work at Gilbert's, and I'm sorry to segue that. That's a great story with it. And I have a couple of those where you're talking to somebody,
Dude,
you have no idea, and you think, "Hey, man, this dude is really into the stories that I'm talking about."
I was
and
completely
you're thinking all of a sudden
oblivious.
the guy puts a hand on your knee, and you go, "Holy shit, what's
Oh,
that all about?"
I had
but
no
I mean,
idea.
hey, at a certain age, as I get older, if someone says or attacked to me, I just say, "Thank you very much. I'm not interested." That's it. You know what I mean?
No, she was laughing like hell. She had the camera out. She was waiting for something to happen.
Yeah, I'm not
Pardon
offended.
me, I meant
I'm
to
not
puke.
offended if a gay,
Damn.
No.
a gay dude comes. I mean, if he's
He doesn't mind a gay dude coming. Is that what you
on-
said?
coming on
Coming
to
on-
you,
Oh.
not coming on you.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got to
Because
clear that up.
I'm glad
I
you
am
clarified
comfortable.
that.
I am comfortable in my orientation. And if I was comfortable being gay, I would have been happy about it.
What was that?
And
That's the old. Who was it? Who's the old?
thought. It's a
who's the
thought
punk guy? Henry Rollins. I was laughing. They had an interview with him because they were asking him one day. It's like, "You're always out for gay rights, da da da." It's like, "Aren't you gay?" I'm just like, if I were gay, everybody would fucking know I was gay. You all would know. Trust me.
yeah, Henry Rollins.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy who's all tatted
Yeah,
up.
yeah. You all would fucking know.
Badass.
Oh man,
Everybody would know.
I really enjoy his shows.
Yeah,
man.
spoken word stuff
Henry,
is fun as hell.
Henry
Yeah,
Rollins.
I like
Oh,
it.
wait, do you remember?
I like the
band-
part he played on The Chase with Charlie Sheen, and
There
the
you go.
cadaver falls on the cop car, and the fat cop, gets out his nightstick and starts beating on the cadaver. It's already dead.
Well,
I just
Henry
thought that was funny.
Rollins. He was all part of the thing. What was that band?
The Rollins
Danzig.
band?
Danzig.
The guy got his ass kicked by a. He was big. I guess he was kind of big. He looked big. Had the long dark hair. He's muscular, and he was getting in the face of some bouncer and shit like that. And the guy, he's singing his song, heavy metal stuff. Gets in the face of it. He's yelling at a bouncer, and the bouncer hauls off. Wasn't
clocks
as
him.
fit as he was, and lands him on his ass. And it was
It's
not,
all about technique.
It's all
It is.
technique. Well, and it's about not being bullshit. You don't want to be bold and not being able to back it up.
I laughed like hell. We were sitting down and we were playing. This is about 5-6 years ago. Josh and I were playing down at Willie T's, and this guy was fucking with the Queens walking down. You know, the Queens do their walk down Bourbon Street, and we're both sitting there. We're on the mic going, "Hey, dude, you don't want to do this. Not go. No. Oh, never mind."
When the Queens not hauled off and slugged them,
beating the shit out. I'm like, dude, yeah, he's wearing a dress, but he's 6 foot tall and covered with fucking muscle.
and they're tall and they're strong and they're used to people giving them shit and they're ready to retaliate.
Like, you don't want to be doing
know,
that.
Yeah, if you're homophobic and you have a problem with transvestites or transgender, don't go to Key West. But if you're open, and I'm not saying you're open to experience that, I'm just saying go there, experience it, enjoy it.
Hell, it's a
That's the
good
place to
time.
be. It is a good
Dude.
time. And those people are fun.
It's a fun time.
New Year's Eve, man, when that
Actually,
dude gets in that dude dressed up like Ginger
drops the shoe.
drops in his shoe, that is fucking great. People love it. It fills their heart with joy. Doesn't it?
Well,
And Luke, I know you're an open guy. I mean, you
Years and-
accept everyone.
well, years and years ago, it was I was living in Tampa, and it was the first time I'd ever been anywhere, even remotely like this place ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is back in the early '80s.
Yeah.
So it was in the Ybor City part of Tampa.
Jim Beam. Yep. Yeah, let's hear it.
Just a beer for me, man.
I got you.
Cute.
Yep.
And at any rate, so it was in Ybor City part of Tampa. If
I know
you've ever been
Ybor.
there.
Yeah. I used to work there.
And I'm trying to remember the name of the place. It was like it took up a whole city block. It was huge.
Nightclub?
Yeah, it was a big nightclub. It had a gay cowboy bar in it.
Yeah.
It had a theater, where they did the shows,
Yeah.
the
Drag
female-
shows.
yeah, and all that. And had another weird place that it was dark and I didn't go in.
Yeah.
And they had like a jazz bar and all in this big fucking complex. And it was the first time I saw two gay cowboys dancing, man. And I was like, fuck it, man. They looked happy. I was like, fuck
They were
it.
so fucking happy.
And I went with the girls, man, and to the theater to watch the drag show, which was fucking hilarious. It was fucking. They put on a great show.
They do. They're very entertaining. They're very
I mean,
exuberant.
it almost brings tears to my eyes now because I was laughing so hard at that shit, man. It was just, they were just fucking hilarious. And the other cool thing is even for Tampa back then, man, to go to the bathroom and there was like non-gender specific bathrooms and nobody gave a fuck. You couldn't really tell who was a guy or a girl.
Well, just
Some
like
of
your
them were
house,
like,
just like in a house, right?
yeah, it was just like, who gives
Big
a
fucking
fuck?
deal.
Yeah, I don't get this whole,
It's only.
I could see us guys not wanting to have to shit next to a woman because my mom, my God, she will sterilize your nostrils for a week if you smell her shit. And she's the sweetest lady in the world, but my God, she'll peel the paint off the wall.
Okay.
I mean, when my mom would use the shitter, man, the rest of us would have to wait.
kidding me?
I mean, it was hours
Were
before
you
you could walk
suggesting
in
her
there.
diet, or was it the bacteria in her stomach?
I just don't, she just, blessed her heart. I think she was such a sweet person that everything that vile that she held down came out when she took a shit, man.
Oh man.
I mean,
Well, there's
and
a
I ain't
long
making
train.
this up. I mean, it was, oh my God. It's like if she shit before you had to brush your teeth for school, you was fucked, man. I ain't brushed
So
it.
you took us from the nice club that you were in Tampa and went all the way.
Because we
Look
hit
at this!
the
Look at
bathrooms,
this, man! Look at Bill!
Oh, shit.
Man, holy shit, man! Look at he's got 2 beers, 1 bourbon,
He's got 4
and
beers.
a pint.
He's got 4 beers.
Oh, man.
That
That
is
is a
bourbon.
talent. Holy shit, that is good. I wouldn't have been able
Man,
to do
he-
that.
And he only stuck his boob a little bit in my beer.
Hey, you know what though? Oh, man, that's a big ass. Man. Oh man, that was a big one. Thank you. Look at this. Yeah, we're.
So Jim's bourboning it out today, man.
I'm just having a little. I got my water here. You see this? I got my water. I got my beer.
It is, that's why I can drink so much, because I drink a lot of water.
That's the way it is,
Except
man.
for when I don't drink a lot of water, then I don't remember shit, and then and I do
You hide your TV.
and I hide my TV.
Hide your
and-
fucking TV and get your little kitten sitting in your hammock, your underwear hammock underneath you when you're taking a crap.
My favorite line is still from Donovan, a friend of ours that's bartender up at the crib. Every once in a while, we'll go up there, and Luke and I will be drinking. We'll ask for bourbon. He goes, "You remember what happened last time you had bourbon?" And we'll just look at him and go, "No,
No.
no
That's
idea."
why I have another. Yeah, thank you. I'll have another. But it's funny that you were talking. He was talking about the in Tampa going to one of these big clubs there.
I
and
mean,
had,
it was huge. It was a whole city block, man. I'm trying to remember the El Goya.
There was a
El Goya, was that the name of
El
it?
Goya. There was a place in Philly called the Black Banana on 2nd Street. No, it sounds all gay. It was only partly gay, but it was where everyone went. And in the bathroom, they had a two-way mirror. And what happens, the light's on the inside, and when you're going, you see people, you go and stand there. You just block. If you're a shy person, you kind of block away your thing. If you're not, you just let it all
Oh,
hang
there
out.
it is.
There, here, if you're interested. I was one of the ones, I
You're-
always thought you should be somewhat timid, not all the way out there so the girls didn't think you carried the venereal disease, but you weren't too shy, right?
We were
You're just going there. I'm
assholes.
going in there and I'm fine. I'm going right in. And, there's gay couples, there's transvestites, there were straight couples, and they had danced and had a great time. I mean, there were exclusively gay clubs. There were regular clubs. Obviously, you had gay people show up at regular clubs, but they tended to go to their own places. But when you go to a place where they're all saying, yeah, we don't give a shit, you know what I mean? And someone comes up and say, yeah.
Have you ever pissed on the dude's foot on the urinal next to you? Just for fun?
No.
Really?
I've never done that
No,
on purpose.
no.
I've done it on accident, but I've never done it on purpose.
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
Yep. Yeah, you just kind of go, "Oh, sorry, dude."
Never did it.
Well,
We
you
did
can
the
always tell
trough
how
things. Remember
drunk
the
they
trough
are.
things? They take the ice and they dump it in there.
Well, see, if you're in a loud bar and they're wearing cowboy boots, you can piss on their boot for a good while before they notice.
Oh, dude, I get your ass kicked, man. You piss on my pythons, I'm gonna have to kick your ass.
I know.
Sorry.
Hey, there's Kelly. Hi,
There's
Kelly.
Kelly.
She
Hi.
is lovely. She is certainly a lovely woman. We love you.
Love you, too.
If
And
you
I
come,
still
if
left
you
my
come
light
to
here,
the
man.
Blackwater Siren, you got Kelly behind the bar. She's a talented artist also. She's been selling a lot of paintings, if you know about that. Yep. She's multi-talented.
Yeah, man, I was looking at some of her stuff and I was like, damn,
That
man.
iguana painting.
Oh, it was
Oh,
awesome,
my
man.
God. She is conceptually, that's the thing about art. And it's musicians and free association. I consider myself free
I
association.
was thinking the other day, man, I would like to commission something for her, man, to make it into a T-shirt.
48. We should wrap it up and decide if we want to do another one. Okay. But
Wrap.
what are you talking about?
Rat.
Fin-
Oh, I was thinking about having her do
Portrait?
a T-shirt for me, but
Oh,
it's
there
got
you
to
go.
be in order to sell T-shirts, man. They have to be super fucking cool.
They do.
And so I was going to have a caricature like of myself and of my dog.
You know what,
hanging
Luke?
out
I don't
in
know if
front
you'd
of a
have to go
bunch
that
of
far.
weed, man. You
Well,
know,
that'd be
like
good.
on a farm.
I would
on
incorporate.
a marijuana
I would incorporate,
farm,
but
you know?
you have enough unique look about you that you would only have to incorporate a couple other things to make it unique because you're unique in yourself, and that's a compliment. Okay, I
There you
think
go.
the further you get away from that, it takes away from who you think about yourself, what you're interested in, and the weed, the music, and bring T-Bone in. And
I
maybe
a
if you have
whole
anything
idea
left
in my
over, maybe
mind
you'd
of
like to
what
bring
I
in the
want it
love of
to
your
be,
life.
But
Yeah,
I can't draw for shit.
You know, yeah, I get the same thing. I start trying
I
to
can
put stuff-
totally see it. I can envision it, but I
I
cannot
start trying to
draw
put a
it.
logo together, on the paint shop, and I'm moving stuff around, and I've got this great idea, and it ends up looking like a turd on the screen.
I can,
It's
I
like,
can
Put a
see it,
logo
but
for
I can't make
Keith's
it happen.
Bartender. I just took a shot glass up.
that's all. That's a good, and that's a good one.
Well, it's just the idea that, what we're doing is try to conceptualize that we're looking at things through the eyes of a bartender from this area. But
Well,
it,
see,
you know
the
that could
things
change.
that'll sell T-shirts and move product is you got to have something either really clever to say, or a really cool picture.
What was you remember Dwayne and Mike, Just Not Right?
Yeah.
What was their thing? They had the clam, the bearded clam on the side of the sleeve. That's all.
Bearded Clam was actually a bar.
They
actually in
had
Seattle
the
City,
bearded
too.
clam on the side, and I can't remember the catchphrase under it. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
ask Mike now.
What
But
do you
that
think?
one sold like hotcakes.
Yeah, the bearded clam is a sign for a vagina.
Yeah.
So
That's
There's a
our
lot of
that's our
beardless
alter,
clams
that's our
these
alter
days,
ego band name. Mike Hunt and the Bearded Clams.
okay, well, I mean, there was only was there one woman in it?
No.
No women.
You should change it to the
No,
and the
it's-
shaved clams.
It was me. It was me and Mike.
I
Two-
think.
it was two old guys.
Okay, you know what? That actually, you know what? I can actually, yes, because if there was one woman in it, I think that would be denigrating to her. But now that there's not,
Wow, man,
Yes.
that
Oh,
pontoon
look at that.
boat
Isn't that
sets
nice
way
looking?
out of the water,
you see
man.
that? You see what's going on?
What's
I think
that?
someone's going to fall off the top.
Somebody falling off the dock over at
No. I'm at the top.
Oh,
It was just hanging on there.
yeah. No,
No,
it's-
there's
it's-
enough girth to
Yeah,
hold
there's
that on.
there's some girth and width there.
Yep.
I certainly do appreciate a woman that can survive a small family.
Rubenesque. No. Hi, hello.
Hi, how you
Hello,
doing?
lovely lady. What floral
You don't
dress.
need to go out in the sun. You will burst into flames.
Yes.
That's
Welcome
one of,
to Key Largo.
that's one of the fun things down here. You watch some tourists walk around. It's like, let me just give you some sunscreen because if you walk outside and the sun comes out, you're
If
just
they're
gonna
not
burst
burnt,
into
if they're not
flame.
burnt when they're here because they come down from Miami, sometimes they stay up there. They usually did the right thing.
Man, I see just
Birds
the
of-
other day, man, this poor heavy set chick, and she was with her good-looking girlfriend that was in good shape, and the heavy set chick evidently fell down face
Oh,
first,
shit.
fell asleep face first, because her calves
Just
and her
fried.
thighs and her back was. I mean, it was. It was. I guarantee you, she got sick, man. That was sun poisoning, man. Guarantee you. And her friend, on the other hand,
Was
was
evenly tanned.
even, and it was like, really, you let your fat friend, burn like that, like a fucking piece of ham.
You know,
in
I live down here and I know better, but once every 4 or 5 years, I got to go out and go fishing and hang out with my buddies on the
And
boat.
you forget to put your
and
sunscreen
forget to
on.
put I don't forget to put. I put the sunscreen on
Reapply.
once, but I don't put it on again.
Reapply.
Next thing I know, I get home and we're cleaning the fish, and all of a sudden I'm like, all
They
my
look like
skin's
they had a
tightening
good
up,
day.
and I'm like sucking
You know?
in.
That
feeling
looks
like
like a
slug
good
somebody's
time
poured
right there,
salt on.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, feeling like slug. Somebody's poured salt on. You look in the mirror and you're like, oh my god, I want to pay for this for 3 fucking days.
I only got it in 11 years. Got it one time down here.
That's why.
Oh, hey man,
That's right.
You guys see the dolphins out there behind the?
I've been
Where
waiting
we
on
going?
my dolphins all fucking winter,
Okay,
man.
here we go.
There's 3 or 4.
Oh, there they are. They're right there.
They're
There they
kicking-
come.
They're kicking around.
We got
back behind the
dolphins coming
Columbia.
to Jewfish Creek, Blackwater Sound. They're coming up under the bridge. They look like they're making a run.
They're gonna go knock the guy on the paddleboard off the paddleboard. Did you see that thing on Facebook?
Which one?
The guy out in California paddleboarding, and he's paddling out through the surf, and a whole bunch of spinners come in, surfing the waves, and one of them jumps off and just fucking creams them.
But a spinner dolphin?
Yeah, just creams them. Just like knocks them right off the board.
You know what? I believe dolphins are smart enough. They didn't do it to be malicious, but they're just so involved, and they have a good time.
You're on their turf, man.
No,
Yeah.
He's chirping his buddies. Hey, y'all watch this. Hold my beer.
No, but these I've
See
seen
that
that the friendliest ones or the wild ones, the spotted dolphins. They seem to be the most interactive when they're curious when they see you, and if you're somewhat interested, bordering on ambivalent, they like that because they know you're not going to
You're
fuck
not going
with
to
them.
chase them around.
You're going to fuck them around. They just come up and say hi to you. You're saying hi to them.
Well, years ago when I was diving, if you chase the dolphins, they go away. If you start fooling around and doing circles and loops and digging in the bottom, they come over and they fuck with you.
Yeah. No, but dolphins are traditionally friendly. I mean, at least for humans, right? Hey, we could take our time, man. So what? We go a little longer today, but there is a dolphin over there. It's right behind the sailboat coming around.
Well, see, for years and years that I worked at Gilbert's, which has been for a long time.
I know. I remember. That's where.
We used to have a pod of dolphins that wintered here, and the mama would have a calf or two with her, and she would train them how to hunt in the shallow water up here and stuff. And they would put on quite the show. And when she'd get mad at them, she'd smack the water with her tail like, hey, pay attention.
Watch me. Hey, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Y'all, pay attention.
And you could throw
there it is. It's just circling around, and then the pelicans are right there.
Well,
too.
because
you know what? I apologize that we're not visually oriented, but if you come down here, you're going to see this. There's dolphins.
The dolphins are hunting.
They're probably chasing a school of mullets since there's a couple pelicans on top of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're probably balling some mullet up.
Got these, and you know what? Unusually, two people with jet skis going to regular speed. They're supposed to be going.
Yeah, they're not.
They're
cruising.
admiring it. There we go.
They're not cruising through there.
They're being observant of the rules.
That's unusual.
They just had to
unusual.
drive right over where the dolphin was, though. They couldn't just go around the area a little bit.
No, they did. They did that there, and there's a person kayaking, just hanging out, being friendly.
Yeah,
you know what?
I'm all in favor of designated jet ski zones in the Keys. That would be US
I think
1
there
northbound.
I think there should be a season on jet skis,
Yeah,
man, where we could shoot them and stuff.
There we go.
There you go.
There's one right here. Oh man,
They're all
I'll tell
popping
you,
around having a
there's
good
nothing
old time.
friendlier than that when you see a dolphin coming out of the water having a good time.
What's really cool is when they herd a bunch of fish down your canal in the middle of the night, man. You can hear them breathing, man, and
There's
the
the pelican coming.
fish
up
sounds
towards
like
us.
rain.
Look at big ass birds, man.
I've actually gotten up in the morning back when I was living down south a little bit on a canal. I've gotten up in the morning and there's been a couple dozen mullets sitting on the dock where they've hopped out of the water trying to get away, and
They started flopping around. They couldn't figure out how to get back in.
Yeah, there they are, man.
There they go, coming in here. You can see the little turbulence coming in.
Yeah,
That's a big
put-
papa size one there.
Yeah, you see the mullet pushing in this way. See all the. There you go. They're all spraying up this way.
Yeah.
Here come the
Yeah,
pelicans.
there. See the baby one out there.
Yeah, see the
They're
little one.
teaching
too.
the little one how to fish.
There he goes. You know what? There's nothing more peaceful than that. Look at that. They just.
It's like having your own.
Oh, look at that. They did a little
giant-
exhale when it came up.
You have your own giant like fish tank down here, you know.
And that's a beautiful thing. I'll tell you. This is the part of the Keys that a lot of people miss.
That is a little one, man.
Yeah.
That's probably just actually there's a couple little ones out there.
Yeah, they usually have a couple of kids and stuff. They're late
I'm
this year. I'm so happy to see
two
them.
really small dolphin out there.
They're babies, man. They're really. If you go over to the end of Gilbert, so a lot of times they'll come up close enough where you can really get a
push
good
them up,
look.
They'll push that school mullet up on.
You got to watch out
shoal
for
there.
stuff like that. If it was a guy sneaking up behind you, sticking his nose up your ass.
Well, dolphins will get a little frisky that way.
They call it the finger of friendship. I think they call that, right? You ever heard that one? Luke, the finger of friendship?
You
When they're
keep your fingers to
excited?
yourself there, buddy.
Oh,
They got that big
no, but I've heard. Well,
16-inch
Google,
penis.
that ain't my belly button.
Yeah,
that ain't my finger
Either.
neither.
Hey, listen, this is Jim the Keys bartender, and I appreciate you joining us here today at Blackwater Siren. Remember, if you have any catch when you're down here, you can come down and they'll cook it. Make sure it's filleted. They got their happy hour down here from 4 to
It's on the board
4
over
to
there, but I
7.
can't
Where
read
is
it.
it? Or
I can't
whatever.
read it.
They got great happy hour
6,
deals.
Monday through
Callie's
Friday,
behind
3
the
to
bar.
6.
It's yeah, there she goes. There she goes. Woo!
And it's always happy hour on Bud Light.
It is
$2 Bud Lights.
$2 Bud Lights. That's great.
all the time.
Holy crap! That's good up in Philly.
Yeah, $2 Bud Lights all
listen,
the time.
when you come in here, you're going to be welcome. There's some friendly people down here. They're easygoing. Leave your cares behind. When you come down to Keys, you're going to have a good time. And, there's a little tabby over there, man. It's hunting.
That's orange.
That's orange.
I thought Tabby's a little cat.
No,
What's an
Tabby-
orange cat then?
That's just his name, orange.
Orange. No, tabbies are the
You have
are
a name.
particular
You have what rhymes with orange?
silver.
Oh, it's orange.
Silver.
Silver. Okay, well, I'm going to thank Luke, and I'm going to go off air. I'm going to thank Luke
There you
first.
go.
Luke's going to go next and talk about his gigs coming up, and then I'll let Bill sign off.
Luke, where are you playing this weekend? I know
God
you're not playing
damn it,
at
if I know.
Shipwrecks
I'm
on Saturday.
confused. Yeah. As far
Your
as
wife's
I
been
know,
double
I'm
booking
at,
your ass again.
I'm at Sharky's on Thursday.
How's your Sharky's gig been going? I
Good.
like playing there. That's always fun.
And then I'm at the Catch on Friday.
There you go.
Saturday afternoon, I'm at Gilbert's. And
That'll
I
be
got to
fun.
do something Saturday night. And then the next day, I'm at Shipwrecks.
There you go.
And I forgot
What
what
are
it
you,
was.
you doing Sundays regularly at Shipwrecks now?
Oh, no, wait. I'm sorry. I'm at Sharky's on Sunday.
Sharky's on Sunday.
Saturday night we might be doing a show. I may do it from. I might be doing a show from where you guys are.
Jim might be doing a show from
Wherever you guys are. Like I'll
Well, I'm doing
upgrade.
a private party on Saturday night. We're doing.
No, but I mean open from an open place.
There you go.
And I'll do it.
I want Jim to pick up his microphone.
We'll do a half hour.
I really
before.
want Jim to pick up his microphone so y'all can hear
Oh, wait.
this.
Okay, what I want to do is a half hour before Luke and Bill's shows when they come in, and Saturday shows because I'm going to be alternating at the Catch.
Oh, there you go.
It sounds like something that we should do, and it's happening. Then we'll do a live show.
Yeah. No, that'd be fun.
We'll use a power mic. I'm going to use a power mic and do it a little off, and then bring it in and do.
All the stuff that I'm using now, I don't use in my regular shows.
No, what I'm saying is
I can set all.
that
this
we'll
stuff
go
up.
and do it. We'll try to structure it a little differently,
There you go.
and but it'll have your music.
Well, okay. We
No,
can do
well,
that.
we're going to figure it. It's going to take a while to figure it out, but we'll
Finger
do
it.
it. We will do it,
we'll
and
figure it all out.
it'll be a way to. I just saw that dolphin again. He's out there. He's hanging out near a fucking pelican.
Yeah.
Well,
That
no,
is
the
so cool
Pelicans
how
are
they get along.
following.
Well, the Pelicans are hanging out near
following
the
No, they're
dolphin.
just sitting and floating on there, and in one.
Yeah, they're
So-
waiting for him to school. They're waiting for him to ball the mullet up so they
Yeah.
can get in there and get a meal.
Okay, well you can do the sign off right now.
Well, thank you all so much. What am I doing this weekend? I'm Catch on Thursday. I'll be playing with my buddy Captain Josh on Friday. We always have a good time doing a bunch of the old Buffett covers that Luke really hates. And then we'll be. I got a good private party to do on Saturday for some fantastic newlyweds, or they will be newlywed after we're done playing. And then I'll be with Sweetwater on Sunday, and we look forward to seeing you all coming down here. Come visit the Keys, and thank you all so much. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us, and we will see you guys next time.
What do you think? We'll put it on a podcast. Do you want to or not?
Well, the hardest thing